Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Finds his man. It's Everett. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to pass. It's Allen. Finds a soft spot. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
To the air on 2nd down. This one's complete. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Allen. On the run, still looking. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cook. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
Quarterback keeper. All out of space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your runway.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. Touchdown! Fighting Irish. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose down the middle. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This drive will open from the 15. He'll ride his man on the option. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up.
Into the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Allen. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers...
Turning it on! They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Everett. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Dropping back, it's Allen. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Finds his big tight end. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. They catch well, but the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver. And usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows they gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Got his man quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they...
Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll return it. He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking for a man. It's Allen. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the pick up the first down. He'll go to the sneak. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He's got the tight end. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about, right here, seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Finds his big tight end. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Trying to make magic with his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. They'll leave it with him. Finding open areas. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Allen. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Allen. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Cook. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, looking to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback gets past the marker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin.
Breaks into the open. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
They'll line up to go for 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Hand off from the shotgun. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got
headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
From the gun. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. To the air, it's Allen. Moves around to clear up the vision. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Makes his man miss. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a 1st down.
Yeah, it's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that 1st down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to put...
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Allen. He's taking a deep shot. He makes a grab. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down. You still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point splits the upright. The clock is at 20 seconds left to play. They'll line up for an onside kick to try to pull it out. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Ready to fire from the pistol. Handoff to the single running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Out of the gun, the inside give. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Snap it to the back. Runs through a tackle. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be fourth down from the 23. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.